Well, we're on the Unwi TGV on our way to Angoulême. So we thought right now would be a good opportunity for us to do a little recap of our first 2 days in Paris. So, first of all, we wanted to review the hotel that we stayed in, which was called
La Maison des Champs-Élysées. It was a Marriott.
It was Marriott. We were very excited about staying in an InDesign series hotel. I guess that's
Design
a
series.
thing. Yeah. And we were underwhelmed, to say the least.
Yeah, it really wasn't that like high end. Again, we used points for it, so I'm not too worried. But I stayed it better for the same rate. But it was centrally located. I like that. We can get to the metro easily, and to all the different places. The metro was super easy to use, and so the location was worthwhile.
Yeah, but it was little things, like if you weren't using points and you were paying for this hotel, it would have cost an amount that you would have expected that there was somebody there to open the door for you at the front of the hotel, and there was not.
Impossible.
Not the end of the world. But then, our room, which was fine, it was very austere in style, but then there was a giant hole in the carpeting, in the center of the room, that was just very obvious.
And it was really hot.
Oh my God, we sweat every night in bed. It was impossible.
Yeah. And overall, it was a place to lay our head. And they even said it was an upgrade compared to what we were originally going to be staying in, which I couldn't imagine what that was. In either rate, yes, it worked out locationally. We got to where we needed to be, and we used the Paris metro, a bunch.
Yeah. But the staff was otherwise amazing, super, super friendly, went out of their way. We had no criticism of the employees at the hotel.
No, not at all. They were very helpful. They also had a really nice restaurant inside. We didn't go into it, but
Figure or something like that?
Fivol, I think, or something. Fivoli or something like that. Again, we were just too tired to partake anyway, and we're still jet lagged a little bit, so that affects things.
Yeah. We got tickets to go to the very top of the Eiffel Tower, which Sam had been before many years ago. Not to the top, but had been to the Eiffel Tower. When we were here in 2017, we only walked up to it at night to watch it light up. We didn't actually go up it, so this was my first time going up it. And I thought it was really pretty cool, actually. Fortunately for us, we went during shoulder season. It is October, and so it was still very busy, but it wasn't the hordes that I've seen in videos during the summer months.
Yeah, the last time I was in Paris, other than our wedding, which we really weren't in it that long, was back in 2002, and that was in May of 2002, and it was way busier, way busier than how we went this time around, which is October, kind of shoulder season. I prefer it here this time.
We did buy our tickets in advance online, which was a bit of an ordeal in some respects, but it was well worth the effort to buy them ahead of time and not have to deal with the lines, because they are pretty stringent about the number of people that can get in at any given time of day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Eiffel Tower is great. I used the bathroom at the very top because they had one. Why not?
Overall, worth the money. Would recommend.
Yeah.
We went to the Louvre. It was not as busy as I expected, but we went during one of the evening tour, or not, it wasn't a tour, evening openings. They do, I believe, 2 evenings out of the week. They stay open late for visitors, and it was still very busy, but it was not wall to wall. You could basically, with the exception of the Mona Lisa, pretty much walk straight up to whatever it is that you wanted to see. And we didn't do a thorough viewing of the Louvre, but we did have a short list of things that we wanted to see, and we just prioritized going straight to those things, and we got to see everything that we wanted to see with the exception of the portrait
XIV.
of Louis XIV, which was in an exhibit that had already closed for the evening. So apparently not all of the exhibits are open all day long, which we did not know that in advance, but it wasn't one of our must-sees. It was just a nice-to-see thing on our list. But overall, we spent about, I don't know, an hour and a half actually looking at art. We took a short break in a cafe to eat a sandwich. So we were there overall a little over 2 hours, I'd say.
A little over 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I mean, we started off at 6 p.m. and it closes at 9. I think,
Yeah,
or
so they start
9:30.
kicking people out at 8:30, and I think we left the Louvre like around 8.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that was nice. I mean, got to see a lot of things that we
Would recommend going in the evening for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Top 3 things that we did in 2 days in Paris. For me, would definitely, number one by far, is we went to this little creperie in, let's see, what was it? It was this Saint Honoré neighborhood, and it was maybe the best thing we have done in Paris between both trips that we've taken to Paris. It was super tiny. It was just off this beaten path. It was, I think the whole restaurant sat maybe 8 people,
yeah.
10 if you squeezed.
And the thing was, is we were on the hunt for just having some kind of dessert. We had like a sandwich at the Louvre, and so we were pretty much satiated, but we wanted to have something, you know.
It was our wedding
dessert.
anniversary.
It was our wedding
Yeah.
anniversary. But the thing was, is I knew this going in. We had sat down at a brasserie beforehand, and I wasn't quite sure if they would let us just order dessert, because I knew from being told in the past that
Yeah.
that's a faux pas.
It's
And
true.
sure enough,
It's true.
we were going to order dessert, and the guy
It's
said,
impossible.
It's
It's
impossible.
impossible.
So we embarrassingly left.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't do that. Just don't
Just
do
don't
it.
do it.
It's
Just don't.
embarrassing.
I mean, or try it and most likely fail. You might get by with it, but we didn't. And so in that case, we were on the hunt for something, just dessert, right? And I just put in a Google search for dessert. And a lot of things that popped up near us were like basically like cookie shops or whatever. And mind you, this was later. It was like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So a lot of places were already closed. But this one little creperie down the street, kind of out of the way, said it was open. And I'm like, oh, crepes, you know?
Yeah. I think it was called Cafe Camille.
I can't remember. I don't even
I
know.
haven't. I'll put it in the notes on the blog.
But the server, Alan, was
Wonderful.
wonderful. He was
wonderful.
very nice. He was his English was impeccable, and just recommended the right things to us on the menu. We had a little bit of
Dogs are welcome.
yeah, dogs are welcome. We had we saw even an English Cocker Spaniel that came in, which we have an English Cocker Spaniel, and every time we see one, we're just like, oh my god. But we had some Calvados with our sweet crepes.
Yeah, I had the Muscovado
Yeah.
crepe.
And I had one that was pear au flambé, and it was Sarah's was actually better than mine, but the whole
It
experience
had
was
creme
amazing.
fraiche on it.
Yeah. So it was the highlight of our time in Paris. It has been so far.
Yeah. So that was the top one. Second favorite thing. Gosh, that's pretty tough. It might have to be the Eiffel Tower, if I'm
I'd
honest.
say so. I mean, yes, it's
I know it's
cliche.
cliche, but-
It's the most popular tourist destination in the world.
But the weather was perfect.
Weather was
and
great.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Yeah. We did not order the 27 euro glass of champagne at the very top.
did not.
It didn't need it.
I mean, it's served in plastic. I mean, who wants to pay that much for a plastic drink?
Yeah.
Number 3 is tough because I'm torn between visiting the Paulin bakery in the Saint Germain neighborhood and the Cafe St. George,
Yes.
which was a dog-friendly
Friendly
cafe.
cafe.
Like the signage for the shop has a little dog, and you go in and there's a wall of dog treats
Mhm.
for giving. Yeah,
In case you haven't noticed, we love dogs.
it's pretty bad.
Yeah, we happened into this little coffee shop. I had a flat white. I've heard about them before. It's a flat white coffee. Didn't know what it was, but
Not
my
for us.
God, it knocked my socks off. It was basically a double shot of
Jet
espresso
fuel.
with cream, but like in a way that makes it less creamy. I don't know. As you can tell, we are on the TGV, heading down to Angoulême, going pretty fast. I don't know how long this will take, but we're excited to see what's next.